practicing, he dragging them down and stuff like that. And then after that, we won it to 3-1 in the series versus Tyrion. That was an insane game as well.
When you were going into this series, did you felt that it will be such a struggle, or did you thought that it will be like in the regular season?
Well, okay, go ahead, Sati.
Personally, I thought that in the regular season, Tomek and Soy didn't practice that much when we met up Logic. And we knew we will be in playoffs because we had the amount of points in the second part of the regular season. But they didn't practice that much, and they had a lot of YOLOs and 1v1s against me with Logic, and that was such a shame because he could score me really well because he's a good striker, of course. And shoutouts to him because he did really good. But they practiced a lot. I tried to trust my defense as much as I could. I tried to be as patient as I could, and then we just could pull it off. And the defense practiced so much together they could just stop them and not letting them to do more shots on me. Like before, I got 23 shots per game basically on my net, and in the in the playoffs it was like maximum 10 shots on my net, and I could save them pretty well.
What you guys thought about Logic's team when you were watching if you were watching that semi-final?
Go ahead.
Well, I only saw 3 games, the last 3. I always knew we were gonna. I was pretty much hoping we would face Tits because we did like a 5-game scrim with you guys, remember? And we kind of know how you guys play. Like
I remember that game.
Privates with you and Moss and Angry Tits, so I was hoping to meet you guys, and we did some scrims against Logic, but we struggled always. It was sometimes we won like 7-1, but then they wrecked us 7-1. Like they were the event. They were the hardest team for us for sure.
All right.
Tomek just wrote in the Twitch chat he's on his way to pub, so he can't come online.
Yeah, and I answered, shake my head, Togafet. Shake my head.
No, just don't. Okay, stop it. Just stop it.
Rest in peace, Gabe. Rest in peace. So wait, does Poodle talk? Like, can I ask?
No. I think so. Well, he can write and we can read it out for viewers, I think. But I'm not sure if he can talk.
You know, because I was going to ask him about his development throughout the season, because I know that when he started it, he was a little bit slower, and he's a little bit discouraged with his production early on in the season, and then with his production here in the playoffs, it was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, like every game I was like, I got scored, the opponent team was leading, and I was like, Poodle, carry me up, please. And I was like praying every time he got to their net. So just come on, just score this one. I know you can do it. And then he pulled it off. Poodle is a definite MVP for our team.
There is a specific question about Poodle, quality question. Is Poodle even human or artificial intelligence, or just a mad dog smashing buttons?
I'm a human.
Actually,
here first, folks.
Because of Poodle's practice and a lot of pre games, I really think personally that he's a really good striker, and he's a kind of striker that can punish any kind of mistakes by the opponent team.
Yeah.
And that's basically the best thing ever, because if I would get a chance to punish the enemy team, I would fail as much as I could. But Poodle can punish the enemy team really badly.
No, as we were discussing that if Poodle is somewhere in front of the net, anything can happen. So yeah, definitely Poodle has some impressive skill set, and he should write a book or make a video series how to reproduce those moves.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I got a great question here for Sitting.
Yeah, go ahead.
You started off the Tyrion series a little bit the same way, and you started this series off somewhat similar, where you let in some more questionable or soft goals, and
Yep.
you were able to bounce back and make, amazing goals that saved your team the game. Just tell me how do you mentally do that, and how are you able to bounce back from
Actually, I was really tilted a lot of games, but I got the moral support from my teammates like Solid and Poodle, and Tomek was like, just focus, you can do it, we believe in you, and stuff like that. And that basically pulled me up. So I was like, when I failed the first game, they was like, okay, don't worry, you haven't played in a while, we practiced a lot, it was just a warm-up game. And then when I failed the second game, first period, I was like, oh, no way I'm gonna lose this for these guys. And I was like, they deserve it. I really didn't practice with them because of I got a job and stuff like that. I had a lot of things to do. Like tomorrow, I'm having an exam, and the day after as well, and I'm still here. And I was like, I got to do my best, and it's really hard to stand up. But when I've made more and more good saves, I realized that I can really pull this off. And if I'm more patient and if I focus, I can pull this off. And basically, as the shots came and I saved more and more, my save percentage went up from 0% to like 80 or 70 or something like that. And then basically the machine just kicked in and just went on its own.
Will you do some studying after the interview?
Basically, the worst mark in Hungary is Mark 1. And if I'm not finishing one of my works until midnight, I'm getting a Mark 1. So basically, I will.
That dedication. Then we need to try to keep this interview short, I guess.
No, I have time.
Question
got
for
time.
winner. Was there any player you specifically practiced to counter in semi and finals?
Personally, for me, it was pretty much logic. I asked sorry, you can go ahead after that, sorry, but even I asked the Silent Fate before the game was going on, like, what could I do against logic, because he is kind of random in my eyes. He could go short corner, long corner, and not like in a bad way random, but I can't predict what he will do, and that's an awesome thing in strikers, I think. And Gus was really a wall in their net, so I was scared, kind of. Go ahead, sorry.
Well, me, Tomek, and Poodle we played as much people as we could, but we practiced for Vapor, but that wasn't needed at the end. We didn't know who we would meet. Well, like Slides, we tried to get some info on him, but like everything went well in the playoffs, so we were pretty confident going up to, versus Snail's team. Yeah, August is definitely one of the best goalies. He's improved so fucking much. Props to him. And one.
Go ahead. You are the winner.
One more thing, I want to give shout outs to Tomek for. I think he's definitely he's top one defender in my opinion. Together with Boom, of course. Boom is crazy good as well. And he's a great owner. Like he was the one getting us online and making us practice as much as we did. So top two owners, I would definitely say Tomek's up there with Snail.
Yeah, definitely. After these finals, after the games you showed, the rankings should be updated with new numbers.
One more thing as well, for everyone saying never pick your clanmates.
Yep.
Your players, fuck you.
Oh boy, this is family stream.
Whoa, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
I was about to ask you a question too.
He meant fudge you.
That's
I got a question for Solid. I got a great one. So if you look at like the players that played in this final series, Boom, Gus, Logic, Streamix, Poodle Sitting, and Tomek, all the other players besides you, some of them have some pretty well-established careers in the league. Some of them have been playing for multiple seasons. So you're kind of the odd man out, I would say. So tell me what that kind of felt like playing around such experience on both teams.
Well, I've been playing with the top players for months. And I know, like, I've been practicing with Poodle and Duck Hunter. He's been teaching me all the mechanics and techniques, and I've been going on NA, practicing there. Also playing with Tyrion, and like I've been playing a lot of private, so I wasn't. Well, I was pretty shaky in the finals, so like I missed a lot of catches I could have done, which led to
Yeah,
goals.
the
So
Dodge Master.
What
I called out some of those dodges. Don't worry, I called them.
yeah, I dodged a lot, but I was happy about my first game. I gave some good comeback. That was
you
my
played
game.
Great.
But definitely Poodle MVP.
Hopefully,
So we got more questions coming in.
yeah, I was thinking. I mean, answering for Sunny, he has. Do you think your best DPU Tomek, or is the synergy between me and Tomek is the key in our death? I think because we are in the same clan, like me and Zealot has a really personal relationship as well, because we talked a lot of things through. He helped me with a lot of stuff, and so did Tomek and Poodle kind of. I mean, in the beginning of the regular season, I didn't trust my death, and I really didn't at all. And in the end, I realized like Tomek saved my ass a lot of times. Like he was covering one-timers, I tried to go for snipe and short corners, and I think the synergy between us was just going better and better as the weeks gone through, because I didn't do any practice. And yeah, just like now, Tomek wrote it. Like I started to trust his defense, and it went well. Basically, after I trusted him, the synergy came on, and we were fine. Before that, we were really shaky. Like he was covering top corner, I boosted to top corner, and we got scored on the short corner. But I think after the synergy came on, we were fine.
Sunny is done with the questions. Congrats, you were the better team.
Sunny is not done with the questions. He asked me if I plan to change my goal or wheel.
Oh, that's the important question.
And I mean, after. I think he meant safe form, by the way. I think after Leroy or the music fixes the skins for the guys who didn't get their skins after the update change, I'm really much planning on changing my save form, because people tend to hate it, but I kind of like it because, like Riggins has said in the past streams, like even the easiest shots is sounding like a game-changing shot or game-changing save.
Shake my hand.
But actually, I will change it as soon as possible.
So a question coming in from Peregrinas. Question for the winners. Any saucy response to all the naysayers promising easy rip to your team at the draft?
Yeah. Well, I already said my.
I mean,
I'm gonna shut my mouth. That's all I have.
I mean, I was laughing so much. Like, basically, Poodle, Tomek, and Soil rewatched all of our games together, like how to improve their synergy. And I usually reviewed the streams, all of my games, because I was reading the comments what people were saying, and I was laughing. The yesterday series with Tyrion, like everyone was like, oh my god, sitting not practicing, he's dragging them down, he's so bad and stuff like that. And like Sunny was like, that's why you don't draft your clan and stuff like that. And after that, I turned my beast mode in, and I saved really incredible shots, and then they were like, okay, go to Mac and stuff like that. And that was really funny for me. But I mean, basically rewatching the games helped us a lot, and going through improves our synergy with through the whole team, and how to move in goalie for me. And answering to Logic, like, was it easy to save his shots? And no, it wasn't. You were definitely the hardest striker for me, because sitting Evil confirmed. Wow. No, I mean, for Logic it was really hard to save him, because I really couldn't predict him. I knew kind of Slide and Donakian, and I mean, I was really scared of Logic, actually.
Can we hear some more of from Poodle?
Well, he's a shy nerd, aren't you, Poodle?
Shy nerd.
He always talks when we're practicing, but
actually, I would like to hit Slade in the face right now.
Me?
Today, 1:30, he was like, "Guys, I won't be able to make today's game. Sorry."
Oh yeah. Come on, that was
Actually-
a that was a joke.
Actually,
That was a
and I'm the one saying that because actually, our first series started at 4 p.m. and at 3:55, so it was calling me on phone like everything because I was with my family and I thought our game starting at 6 a.m. and I just ran up because we were playing board games and they just ran to my computer and like started StarCraft and okay, I'm here. Basically, I almost missed the whole series versus Handsome Snail, but definitely we dodged the bullet with Vapor missing against Tyrion. By the way.
I'm from Sweden.
Yeah.
Bro.
Paulus is from Sweden, confirmed. Sorry for
There you go.
not remembering that when we were
Confirmed.
discussing.
So if you want to be commissioner, you have to if you want to be apply in the Twitch chat.
No, not Twitch chat. There is a forum post where.
Yeah,
Yeah, he put the doc
he
down.
meant OPM. OPM. I mean, Boom put the link to it
Yeah.
in the chat, so everyone who wants to be a commissioner.
Can you please mention on stream that people who want to be commissioner for next season can apply there? Yep, well, I can. I did that. Come on. So,
Yeah,
what role did the mental state did play in the games starting the final series? Were you nervous? Were you chill? Or tell us about that experience?
Really confident going in, but after like the big like the 3-0 deficit and in the first three, I was like, oh fuck, okay. But I knew
family stream.
family.
Yeah, go ahead. Actually, the same with me. I was kind of confident. I was like, okay, I can do it and stuff like that. But then my hands were warm and I was ready and stuff like that. And then I got into the game and we got 2-0, then 3-0. And my hands were ice cold and I was like, okay, we're in a little bit of a trouble.
Yeah.
And after that, I kind of stood up, but I was so shaky and so was Solid. Like you could see it on me, I think. And on Solid dodges, but actually Tomek and Poodle was ice cold. They could keep their confidence. They could keep it going. So I think they kind of carried us in the finals. We did our best, but yeah.
Did you enjoy playing the overtime in the first game?
I mean, I enjoyed the game itself, but it was nerve-wracking as much as it could be.
There is a question from Sunny who said he's done with the question, but here he goes again. Do you play other games together, or is it this just strictly a Squeak?
I played with Solid Counter-Strike Global Offensive in Crescendo, and we sometimes play together in studies. I think.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, I did not catch.
Sorry, my bad. It's just
I mean, we are playing out of out of StarCraft, but basically, I really value Solid as a friend because. I mean, last season, you know how I was tending in the beginning. That was because of my breakup that I think part of you know.
Yeah.
And I was really shaky about that. I was crying like 3 weeks straight and stuff like that. And the one time, Solid just came up to me like, "What's wrong, buddy?" and stuff like that. And we talked on Skype for like an hour, and I told him everything. So we basically have a personal relationship between us that we can trust each other, we can rely on each other, that I don't have with anyone else in Squeak.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's team spirit is very important, and it's very good to hear that you guys have that connection, that friendship. I was laughing.
Emotional winners interview before.
I was laughing about Snail's comment. I value Solid as friend. You said, and then you said before that you said I wanna punch Solid in the face right now.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that so true though? You know, we only want to hurt the ones we love.
Exactly.
So true in life.
Let's get Poodle here. Poodle, what is your favorite song?
Oh no. Oh no, I know where this goes. I really know where that goes.
Poodle?
Poodle. Okay, it means Poodle doesn't want the drum cover.
No, no, no.
The stream is over. Bye bye, guys. Well, there are basically no drums in that song, so I can do that. Just sitting there for like 3 minutes.
That was one. Okay, it goes. All right.
No, actually, if you give me a legit song that's not hard as shit like power metal, then I will try to do the drum cover of it. Like I promised Poodle before the Tyrion's game, or I don't know, I think the Handsome Snails game. Like if you win this whole thing, I will make it. And then he went beast mode and just make me do the drum cover. But you saw I tried to throw it. I mean, I was bad. Yeah. No. I mean, yeah. I will keep my words.
By the way, there was
one last question. Oh no, you go, Rig.
breaking news. Logic
news.
did breaking news. Logic, after the loss in finals, uninstalled StarCraft 2.
Ooh,
Ooh.
interesting. I got one final question for these great winners. Just looking back on the season as a whole, involving everything, were there any events that really like stuck out to you as surprising? Like, what shocked you most about this season?
Events like upsets.
Anything, upsets, crazy news stories, breaking news.
There were some really bad things in my draft team. I mean, it showed me that how bad I was sometimes. But other than that, there was really some drama in our clan because I really don't like bitching in games, and when you're just bitch walking and just leaving the game. Like one time, Tomek did carry the. I mean, it was a tie game. He shot a goal at 8 seconds and instantly left the game, and that was kind of a BM move from him. And there were some stuff happening that really made me thinking about my team. And there were even one time when I told that Tomek last season I really enjoyed playing the game because it was fun, and this season I wanted to get over it with it, and I really didn't enjoy playing with them, and just I wished I would get in another team. But after those stuff went away, it was fine. But there was some drama in our team that it was hard to sort it out, but we could.
Yeah, that's impressive that you did, and that what a comeback after that bad spot you guys were, and now you are in the. Well, you are basically out with the MVP crowns of the season, and you can enjoy your victory. Your nicknames will be written in the history books of the EU Zealot. No, well, not only
Zealot
EU, in just
Zealot
Zealot hockey history. Yeah, as the winners of the season 5. There was a question about the future. What you guys
Yeah, from Lil Dicky. Yeah, I know this one. Yeah, go ahead.
Did you?
Yeah, wait. Lil Dicky asked if we would if we play most of our private games this season with only us, and if we plan to make the same team next season. Well,
we would plan to make the same team next season, but
that's
basically impossible because Solid, me, and Tomek is retiring pretty much because of school, because of jobs. Or I mean, Solid said that.
Well,
you
like,
can't retire from Zealot hockey.
I know it.
So
it depends when the Net Zealot hockey draft league is. If it's in the summer, I might still make it. But I study medicine. And
awesome.
Tough, so that's why I might take a break. Like I really wanted to. I practiced my ass off for this draft league. I promised Tomek when he picked me second pick that I would.
As a medicine man, you are joining to a very prestigious club with Tero and Nocturnus, if you remember Nocturnus.
I do. Like 3 years ago, I played with Oriwar. Like I was one of the first, but I rarely played with Ori, and I had some chats with Nocturnus about medicine. I just started, and he was like in his 3rd or 4th year.
Yeah, I wonder what happened with him. Is he practicing medicine now?
And by the way, in the beginning of the season, like Tomek asked me if I can be here 100%, and I was like, I'm not sure if I can. I mean, I don't really like to say yes, I will be 100% sure here, and then he picks me and I can't. But basically, I showed up for every game. But about answering Little Dicky, Solid, Poodle, and Tomek did a lot of briefs together. I was like kind of a guy who showed up every Sunday and then just said goodbye and went offline for another week. But they did practice together. And about retirement, I would love to play more Zealot hockey, but I'm not quite sure because I got a job mid-season and stuff like that. So
Is it
and
a
I'm
good job?
I mean, it's kind of a job for students that I have to work on Sundays and Saturdays.
I see.
So I'm not sure if I can go ahead. Of course, if I can, then I will for sure sign up and make other teams lose, like I did this year almost. And yeah. And by the way, the other thing is the making the same team is like pretty much impossible in other views because the rankings got so high up with Solid, Poodle, and Tomek that Solid and Poodle will pick before Tomek could, if he's an over, pick us. And I don't want to talk about my stuff. They must get in silent fin or something like that. And then, yeah. But, yeah.
So, it was such a pleasure to have you guys here, and once more again, congrats on the victory. So let's go around with the final words. Let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
Let's start with the poodle. Let's start with the poodle because
Yeah,
that's
sorry, Poodle. Yep. Poodle, you have to talk now. After
What you
winning
got, Poodle?
a
got?
series, you have to.
some final words, final shoutouts, anything.
Oh no, not like that. Poodle.
All right, that was Poodle sitting duck.
I just would like to say that if anytime you feel tilted in a game or you are just feeling bad that you can't win it, just trust your team that they can help you out in some situations. And if you have something that you think is a problem for you as a goalie, especially, then just tell your defense what to focus on and never give up. Because I never thought I would be able to win a season. Like I started Zealot hockey a year ago, probably in summer, and I never thought I will be able to win an EUDL. But everyone is capable of it if they want to and they believe it in enough.
Solid? Never give up.
I want to say, if you should just pick, like, if you're going to owner or play the game, like play and train with your teammates and look what happened with Snail's probies and our main. If you practice enough, you can easily go to the top. And big shout outs to Duck Hunter for everything he's learned. Me and Poodle, like, you might be surprised, but Poodle learned everything from Duck Hunter, and so did me and Crescendo. So big shout out to him, and shout out to the rest of the Squeak members, and Dalton, of course, fellow Dutch friend. Okay, that was it for me.
Awesome.
And one last thing, if anyone can make Poodle play less red lines, I will thank him so much.
Also, he needs to talk a bit more on the stream in interviews. Otherwise, it's just, him sitting there. Very quiet.
A ton of questions I could ask him, but I'll just let him play the mysterious role. He deserves it.
Okay, Kurt. Your
What?
last words?
Oh, my last words? I didn't do anything. I just casted.
You were casted. Anyway, this was a total, absolute pleasure to have you guys here. And see you.
Oh yeah, by the way, great job in casting. I forgot to mention Kurt and Rig.
Definitely MVP for all the casters through the season.
It all goes to Rig. Rig and Valence.
No.
Best combo is still you and Rig, and Valence, of course. Valence is one of the best too. Well, you're all great streamers in my opinion. Well, I just wanted to thank you, of course, for streaming our games and putting
Yep.
the time you guys do, and also in the the stats and everything you do, Rig, and
Mm.
Valence, and Doll, and Boom.
Yeah,
the
definitely
commission.
the whole management team is
Yeah,
definitely MVP because people
Without,
don't really like to be a commissioner.
without
I-
awesome players like you guys, the league wouldn't happen. So, yeah, it's all on you.
I think it's time to do some homework and then watch all the games.
Yeah. All right.
I don't want to end this moment.
No, you've
I'll-
earned it, buddy. You can go
I'll
off in the
sort it.
sunset.
I'll
thank
start
you.
it. See you guys. I'm gonna go get something to drink because
See
I'm.
you later, buddy.
See you guys.
Bye.
Thanks for casting.
Sitting duck, this moment will never end because it will be forever in the Twitch VOD. So you
True.
can
Aw.
return to
True. Forever immortalized on the internet.
Yeah. All right. All right. Now let's wrap this up. So this was very
Alright.
entertaining Sunday. We had 3 series, starting with Hansum's team versus Tomek's team in the semi-finals A, where 3-0 for Tomek's team. Then we followed with semi-finals B, where we had 5-game series between Logic and Teach team. And Logic's team was the winner of that series, and the finals, the finals were so juicy and so good.
Oh yeah,
that
very juicy.
that was beautiful
Extra juicy.
series.
Yeah, definitely the best series I've ever seen in Zealot hockey.
Yep.
Well, for me, of course.
So I hope you guys enjoyed our Twitch chat and Twitch viewers, and yeah, Kurt, what's your plans for tonight? This day?
Well, my plans immediately after this is to take a shower because I need to go get some pizza because I haven't eaten lunch today.
Wow,
I skipped lunch, for the love of the game. I skipped lunch.
you are so official. You are preparing yourself, going after the pizza.
Okay.
dressing
So I
up.
haven't taken a shower in a couple days, and then plus I am trying to meet somebody there. So
I see.
I can't be looking like a savage.
Pizza hype. So
Pizza hype. Let me tell you about this pizza rig. Oh, let me tell you about this pizza. Actually, this pizza is so incredible. I'm gonna link it right now in the stream because
all right.
it needs to be known. So, Gumby's Pizza is a pizzeria here in the States that they have pizzas sold in let me see here, in like all college towns. So like there's the link. You can see it in the background. It's called the Randy Marsh is the name of the pizza.
Randy Marsh, I have heard that name.
And it has cream frige on it, like in that episode where Randy Marsh goes on the cooking spree. Let me just tell you, because this advertisement, I just want to talk about this pizza, bro. Like, it's got cream frige on it. It has like crushed red peppers, bacon, pepperoni, but it's topped with mac and cheese. It is delicious. It's absolutely delicious. That's exactly where I'm going right after this.
Can